Welcome, viewers, to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, today we are going to talk about how to overcome the urges that you have to relapse. Now, point number one, remember how shitty it feels to relapse. Remember the feeling that you feel the moment you relapse. Now, nothing will beat experience. And if you recall your own experience in the past when you relapse, and you remember how sucky it feels to have your semen out of your body, to have your energy drained, and when you realize how you used to feel energetic, vibrant, and excited right before relapsing, and how after relapsing you feel weak, tired, and sleepy, you will be able to motivate yourself to not reach that point. Now, remember how relapse feels so that you can convince yourself, first and foremost, that you do not want to experience that feeling no matter how strong the urges. Point number two, your urges are good. So, in fact, you should channel your urges. In fact, the urges, that sexual energy and drive is exactly the thing that you are supposed to do no fap for, to feel more motivated. Because when your dopamine receptors are fixed, you feel a greater sense of motivation and willingness to get things done. Be glad, in fact, if you experience urges, because what it means is that you now have a stronger drive to be able to channel to things that are useful in growing yourself. Now, don't be foolish and simply assume that sexual urges can only be released sexually. In fact, the urges that you feel can be channeled into energy and motivation for meeting some of the goals that you set. And in fact, for some really difficult goals, you need really high motivation, and this drive is what is required for you to meet the goal. Now, some of you out there really do need to exercise, really do need to hit the gym. When you feel these urges, channel it physically first and foremost. Get down and start doing push-ups. Go and do something so that you burn some of this excess energy that you have in you instead of wasting it on fapping. And point number three to how to overcome the urges you have to relapse is to count your no fap days. Now, this particular advice isn't so much to reduce the urges that you have, but is to convince yourself that you do not want to waste what you have accumulated over time. Write down the streak that you have on no fap so that you know how many days you have gone without fapping and without watching pornography. Write it down on your calendar. Write it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or just simply put ticks on the days that you have succeeded in not relapsing and a cross on days that you have relapsed. And what you will realize is that if you have gone far into no fap, for example, I'm on day 118, I would be stupid to just simply negate this streak that I have accumulated over the past 118 days for a few seconds of pitiful release. And it will help you greatly to have this visual in the form of a calendar right in front of where you usually get really tempted, so that you can look at all the ticks and all the efforts that you have put into it, and decide for yourself that it is simply not worth it. Because it's so much harder to choose to fab when you realize that you are dashing the efforts that have been made in the past. Now, before I end this video, what I do want to say is that it is not easy to succeed in No Fap. It is not easy. These tools will help, but ultimately it is your commitment. Your commitment is ultimately what will bring you to self-improve and to move towards a better direction in conquering this addiction that you have to pornography. So press on, believe that you can, more importantly, and know that people, guys everywhere, are also struggling powerfully in this addiction against pornography. Now, if you like this video, like it, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you